Yo,
Cheers,
you know what I mean?
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
52 weeks,
Cheers.
man. You know what I mean? That's a
52,
celebration.
Successful
Week
episode.
52.
Yes,
You know
yes.
what I'm
Holla,
saying?
holla, holla, holla.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Got a couple
Quest, we
guests
gotta
in
get
the
you a new.
building
We
today.
gotta get you a new staple.
Holla,
Quest.
holla, holla.
No, we don't, nigga.
Yo.
Leave Quest alone, man.
Jetta, who we got in the building with you tonight?
The boy wife like it.
Hold on, Lord.
Yes, sir.
Sir, since
Josh,
you can't
what
talk
up?
to the mic, say something. Say something for him.
What up?
What up? What up?
Oh, Lord.
Damn, you only been here 5 minutes already acting like your daddy. Now we know who daughter you are, acting just like your daddy.
Hell yeah.
Lord have mercy, come on now.
That's fucked up.
We told you had to be better than your daddy. You started off just like your daddy. That's what he done knocked down 6 cameras for last week.
Yo.
You almost have pushed the board off the table and knocked the desk down. It's all right though. Welcome to the show, baby.
We made it.
And we got another special guest in the building, Tarek. What's going on, young blood?
Terry, what up, baby?
Another one, man.
What up, what up, what up, what
Welcome.
up?
Happy
bro.
Sunday, happy Jesus Day.
Why, thank you. Where's the claps on here?
Hallelujah.
Oh, wrong one.
Nigga said Happy Jesus Day. Bang! Nigga, bang!
God,
bang.
boy.
Yo, I think we should get directly into some topics because we got a lot to discuss today, man.
Facts.
Yeah, go ahead. You know, start it off, dude.
Quest, what was it that video you sent, right? Can you break that down a little bit for the people?
I mean, I really don't know too much about it. I have to sum it up. Like, I like to simplify everything, right? So the Project 2025, okay, a brother of mine, alerted me to it. And he's like, I really, take pride in how you feel about things and take a look at this for me. So I looked at it a little bit. It was pretty, lengthy and detailed and whatnot. But one thing I did notice about it is that it was all over mainstream. So that was the first thing that, caught my attention. Like,
It's almost like a red flag today.
that was the big red flag. Like, okay, it's something, that everybody is on the same program with. Kind of like how with the pandemic with, everybody's on script.
You know what's deep about that, Quest?
What up?
Is it's actually 862
Pages, something crazy.
So the main page of what we've been seeing recently pop up is just one page that's just been popping up on social media and all of that, which I find interesting.
I find it very suspicious.
Ain't that suspicious?
Word
People
up.
don't know America puts out some of the best propaganda.
Bruh, who you
We
telling?
think about other people's propaganda. They masters in the States.
But
Nasty.
the one thing that I peeped from it though, when I watched the video, I was like, oh, this is their fourth quarter attempt at messing with Trump. That was what I got from it, because everything is centered around
The election.
and Republicans. What
Yes.
the Republicans gonna do?
Yes.
Can't mess with Quest stepdaddy, boy. He ain't play none of that shit, boy. You ain't gonna talk about my stepdaddy,
Stupid,
nigga.
bro. Nah, but I was like, all right, so I know when to filter out, the BS, and I kind of like filtered it out. I was like, all right, y'all niggas ain't about to have me, you ain't gonna program my mind with some
how that's
scare
looking.
tactics.
Right.
Should we be scared right now?
Nah.
I think me personally, I think that it's the same thing that they've been doing for the whole COVID
Forever.
pandemic forever. They
Since
just
before
keep,
we was born.
it's like, yeah, scared, throw something new out there to y'all. Scared, throw something new out shit. And they've been doing it in movies and all kinds of shit. They always do it in the movies.
Hey, one of the
and all
most repeated phrases in the Bible is "Don't fear" too.
Real
Like
shit.
it
Word up.
warn us about these
False
times,
evidence
Real talk.
appearing real,
these
right?
times and times to come later.
Right.
What y'all gonna do if we get another pandemic, a COVID situation? They say we can't come out the house.
Nah, that ain't working, bro. Niggas is coming out the house.
Niggas is
I don't think it's gonna
definitely-
work this time.
I got a
That ain't what we
pool.
gonna do.
I got a
Ain't
pool
work
in the
this
hot
What we
tub.
gonna do?
I'll be out back.
I'm probably still doing the same thing I'm
Club
doing.
my
I fall
foot.
back.
I'll be
But I
at
ain't-
Club
you know
My
what I mean?
Place.
Yo, the only thing that'll
together.
make me mad is about going to the gym. If they fuck with the gyms,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that.
Nah,
bro.
what they gonna wind up doing this time is it's not gonna be just like, yeah, I'll stay in the house. Them niggas is gonna have to bring military out
You
to
gonna
make
have
dark
to.
stay in the
Police,
house.
something.
Martial law, dark.
Yeah,
niggas.
martial
Yeah.
law, that us.
Say
You know?
that.
Yeah.
But that's gonna fuck with the economy though. They don't want to fuck the economy up.
Yeah, they already
Again.
shit. That's why
Again,
everything's
right.
so
Yeah.
expensive now because of all of this shit. They just paying everything back from 2020.
I don't think that ever happen again. Another quarantine.
They
But
about
if it,
that.
I think if it does, I think it'll be on some wild shit, martial law shit. But I don't think that
Yeah,
COVID should
man.
ever happen again, man.
Yeah, I think people is a lot more smarter now,
Yeah.
especially seeing that, you know.
And with all this shit going, it's like, okay, well, shit, I'm gonna wear a PPE suit. You know what I mean? Or they try to come up with different ways. I know what happened last time, so I can
PPE
avoid it if I
do-rag.
do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have people doing all types of crazy.
You know
wild
what's
shit.
crazy with that? My wife sells. She's a alcohol saleswoman.
Right.
She was an essential employee during COVID.
Wow.
That's
Crazy, ain't it?
Isn't that nuts?
Essential.
And the wild shit about it, Cap, it's wild because I seen a story about the garbage men.
Yeah.
They were saying how they were picking up like cans of alcohol, wine.
That's what she was
bottles,
saying too. Like
cans,
it was like
yeah.
historically high the
Yeah.
amount in the recycling bins,
Jeez.
liquor bottles,
You
cans.
home.
I was drinking a lot, bro. I ain't even gonna front. I was drinking a lot, bro. Not me.
I
ain't
don't think
gonna-
I was. I think
don't-
I was
yeah.
studying like a motherfucker. Actually,
I
I
know I
was
spent
kind
a lot of money.
I was kind of happy for like the first couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, now I have a reason to stay in the house and just look on
I was
YouTube
I was
and
an
study.
essential employee. I was working overnights.
Shit,
I was too, but I had a 5 and a 6-year-old in the house, 6 and 7. So I went to fucking the trampoline store and the swing store.
Yep.
And you know what I mean? So I had to take the backyard and deck it out as a playground because they were losing their fucking mind. I was too because dad, take them outside. We can only grow so much stuff.
Right.
We can paint so many rocks.
Right.
And they get on that trampoline, that swing set.
How impacted were they by the remote learning?
They weren't impacted at all because they were, when it first happened, they were, I think Sanaa was in first grade, first or kindergarten. So they would have, even before they went to school, we worked with them.
Yep,
You know
I
what
did
mean?
the same thing.
Math, reading, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And teachers, every one of the teachers had said to us, like, yo, it's crazy how, you know, all, like, he's a lot further ahead of some of these kids. And like, they would explain to them, you know what I mean?
Right.
They read, they write every night, you know what I mean? It's always something. Even summertime.
Good job. Good job.
They're going to start tomorrow. They're going to do at least a half an hour a day. Math, reading, writing.
Dope.
Once they get older, we talked about, because they just passed a bill, or trying to pass a bill in Cali for the kids to learn like financial literacy.
Oh,
So that's one
big.
thing in Cali that's going on
super
now.
dope.
And me and Candace talked about it months ago. You know, we're going to teach, once they get a little older, we'll teach them, you know, how to balance the checkbook, you know what I mean, and think with money.
Yeah,
because they got paper now. They got, like, my son, Delmar now, they got fucking bread. They got, I mean, a significant amount of money for their age.
Yeah.
And I'm teaching them, you know, the value of money. Because it's like, Dad, can we go get ice cream? You know what I mean? I got money. Or Dad, we gonna go.
Burning
Every
a
once
hole
in a
in
while,
their pocket.
yeah, every once in a while we'll take them to the store and they'll buy a Nerf gun, or she'll
Right.
buy, you know what I mean, a pony or something.
Yeah.
We have to explain it to them, you know what I mean? So,
She buying a pony?
yeah, shit, yeah, hell yeah,
Shit, boy, she got paper.
yeah,
dog.
buy me a
Son.
pony, baby.
Word up.
Yeah, man.
Nah, but I mean, that's, you know, the pandemic was really different. Like my daughter, you know, obviously she was a little older, and that's when I
Yeah.
lost my leg. So it was all a big combination for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that remote learning affected her a little bit, but she thought she was smart because, you know, they went on Zoom, so they had the
Yeah,
Zoom
they had the
shit.
tablets. Did they give everybody tablets? Or
Nah,
computers?
we already had a computer. She
Okay.
had
Yeah,
a
they gave
laptop.
my daughter.
give
They
like a
gave us
login?
lab tips.
So,
Okay, yeah.
So Jariah thought she had it on mute, and so she was like, "Yo, Alexa."
Yo, Alexa.
Yeah, she thought she was talking, and she thought she was still on mute, and so she was like, "Yo, Alexa, something."
Stop.
And then the teacher was like, "Jariah, you're not allowed to use Alexa."
Yo,
Everybody was laughing.
I bet that was funny than a motherfucker.
But you said you had a video about that.
yeah.
Let's check this video out real quick. I haven't seen it, so I
it's
don't know what's
It'll probably be
popping.
like the first 3 minutes, just when
Couple
they
minutes.
start.
Bet. Let's see what it's hitting for.
So can you mute us?
It's just the black lady.
Have you heard about Project 2025? Hey, it's Dan Zimmerman and welcome back to Illustrate to Educate. In this video, we'll dive into everything you need to know about Project 2025, including 5 criticisms. Remember, if you disagree with Project 2025
You could take
or
the
its
minus off,
criticisms,
maybe?
please don't dislike the video, but instead respectfully comment your
minus
thoughts
button.
below. Project 2025, led by the Heritage Foundation, is a comprehensive initiative designed to prepare for a potential conservative administration starting in January 2025. It is structured around 4 main pillars.
Oh, did I? Oh shit! Let me get out of my messages for y'all.
Hey,
Quincy, you
yo.
supposed to punch me in the shoulder or something.
This one, nigga, I'm like, hold up.
You know, I be floating around on the internet.
This one
Nigga
was
said, whoops.
That boy opened up the Pornhub.
Man, chill, we got kids in here. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can send it.
Oh man.
See, this is why
thought it
Jetta
was
was
gonna be me. I'm
this is
glad
why
it
we
was
had to
you.
give you the disclaimer
Yeah.
before he brought his princess down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hoodie ain't got no
She
filter.
probably is. I'm dumb. Yeah.
We're gonna get an iced out muzzle for your ass. Oh yeah, just don't go to my phone until I. Thank you.
Take your time, my boy.
Alrighty, so we're gonna do this again.
Velshi.
This is not a normal election, and this is not your father's Republican Party. It's now Donald Trump's party, and if he's elected, the consequences will be catastrophic. Trump acolytes have an entire plan
That's
called Project
crazy.
2025
See,
that
that's
outlines
crazy
priorities
how
for the
they play
first
that around
180 days of a new Trump administration. And it's not hyperbole to say that Project
Yeah,
2025
that's
would
crazy.
dismantle
Like,
democracy
if he's
as
elected,
we know
it's
it.
gonna be Project
Critics are calling it
2025.
the fascist playbook, and it
That's
should
not
be
how
one
that
of the
works.
reasons, if not the reason, that you vote this November. What's at stake here is not just a Republican agenda versus a Democratic agenda, as in years past, but democracy itself. And you don't need to take anyone's word for it. You can read Project 2025 for yourself. The far right's blueprint spans 2 volumes, over 800 pages, and it details comprehensively the Republican strategy to remake the executive branch, concentrating power
Trump
solely
allies
in the
craft
hands
plans to
of
give
the
him-
president. But as the far right is well aware,
they is
this
wild.
project can't proceed without restructuring
they
our
gotta
government's
find somebody to
foundations,
blame.
without eliminating the legal obstacles and checks on the president, like, for example,
crazy.
the Department of Justice, which is why there's a whole chapter
DOJ.
in Project 2025 about the DOJ. In his most recent piece, The Nation's Elie Mystal highlights how devastating Project 2025's assault on the Department of Justice could be. Elie writes, quote, "If Project 2025 is essentially a conservative heist plot, then the chapter on the DOJ is where the plotters detail how they intend to disable the security cameras and floodlights, allowing them to operate under the cover of darkness." Incapacitating the Department of Justice is exactly that, knocking out the security cameras. Trump's problem with the DOJ is not, as he claims, that it is a bloated bureaucracy, but rather that, as currently structured, it won't carry out MAGA's bidding. Mistal goes.
I'm gonna stop it.
Yep, right there. Perfect.
Yo.
So
you
what
know-
did we just watch?
You know what's interesting? Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll come back. I'm gonna let y'all explain what y'all feel about what y'all
go
see.
ahead.
Nah, go ahead. I don't even know.
Nah, because it's crazy how I feel like they basing this whole shit, like they got Trump's face splattered all on this shit, right?
Yep.
And in my mind, y'all watch The Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
So in they say The Simpsons be predicting a lot of shit, right?
Yeah.
Tarek, pull your mic up.
So Trump gets smoked in The Simpsons.
You can't be quiet, Tarek. With the conversations
Trump
we
gets-
have,
oh,
Yeah.
you can't be quiet.
Yeah.
Trump-
Cap, I swear to God, I was gonna say something.
Trump gets smoked on The Simpsons, right?
Oh,
And
I
he's
didn't know that.
And what's interesting to
killed?
me,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
they
shit.
get him out of here.
Can
on
I
The
say this
Simpsons.
real quick?
Wait, let-
2
and-
seconds, and I'm gonna shut up.
Okay,
I promise
go
to
ahead,
God,
go ahead.
because you
One,
said that this motherfucker, yo, yeah, you fucked me up. But how's Trump splattered over everything?
Yes.
Now I was paying attention. I was texting the shit while I'm listening.
Yes.
And every time I looked up, I seen Trump's face, and it was just crazy. Like they're talking about whatever, but why is Trump's
But
face?
You
look-
mean
up
like,
there?
like in the back of your mind, you seen Trump's face? Like
No, when I looked at the screen,
They
They kept
I
showing
seen Trump's
Trump.
face.
Oh,
all
I
right,
couldn't-
while
I
they're
didn't
talking
see.
about this draft thing,
Yeah.
or whatever, and then I went back to my phone, text whatever, and I looked back up again. I'm listening, and I see Trump's face again in another picture as they were talking, and I'm
so
thinking
they
to
was
myself,
like trying to sprinkle his shit.
Yeah.
it's
but
weird.
look,
I'm thinking
but
like, what
look,
does Trump
but
have to do with
look,
it?
but
That's what I
look.
want to say because you
Okay,
brought that
my
up.
bad.
So,
But look,
and yeah,
but
Tarek,
look.
you can't shut up about
I hear
this,
you.
bro.
I hear you. I'm gonna let you go. But look, so what I'm predicting, I could be wrong, but what I'm predicting is, knowing the type of person that Trump is a whistleblower. So if he
Yep.
doesn't agree with something, he's gonna let it be known.
Oh,
So
shit.
what's gonna happen is, in my mind, Trump is gonna come out and be like, "Yo, I'm not with none of that.
There
this
are
is what
aliens. I seen the
facts," and he's
motherfuckers.
gonna come out and tell it and let
I know where they're
everything
at.
be known.
Meet
And then
me
they
here.
gonna set him up
People
and they gonna
scrambling
get
to
him
move
smoked.
shit.
Oh.
That's what's gonna happen.
I don't think they're gonna let him be president.
It's
So what?
I think
what do you think they're gonna do
We
to
see-
stop him
we
from
s-
getting?
We saw how easy it was in 2020 to rig an election.
yeah.
It was really easy, and we did nothing about it as a whole, as a country. So I don't I think they're gonna do it again with less effort.
So, to be, what do you say, Hoodie? The
Devil's advocate.
So what
you
proof
go.
do we have that they rigged the election?
Well, I mean, everything points to it. We look at the exact day where they were supposed to be counting the votes. They were 300,000 short.
Ain't that crazy?
All of a sudden, the pipeline burst the next day.
That was an accident.
Now we have 300,000 votes after we recounted them. For some reason, the same day we had to recount them, there was 300,000, exactly the amount of votes.
Somebody's
that we
calculator was fucked up.
And around that time too, I don't think Trump had as big of a following that he has now after us going through the term with Biden. Like people who were on Team Biden, there's an overwhelming.
I'm not gonna front.
I'd
There
say.
was a lot of people on Biden's side during that whole situation, but at the same time, I also feel like once he got in there, they seen what it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that's what he was saying. Is
That's-
that he's at an all-time high, and I think the representation that he has on that video, mainly is because he's the face of the Republican right
Yes,
now.
yeah.
So I'm not saying that Marshall was wrong in his interpretation of seeing Trump. I'm saying that I feel like
Nigga,
because,
these my eyes.
no, I'm just saying, but
Oh,
because
shit.
he's the Republican face.
He's the
of,
poster
Yeah, he's
child
the
of-
poster
Yeah, I know
child
what
of
you- yeah,
Republican.
I see what you-
That's why they're gonna push him, because they want to associate him with that so that they can
So, like,
build up that.
regardless of who was running as the Republican.
I feel that's how I feel like, but because he is the poster child for Republican, and because of this new cult following that he's building, if you're showing imaging of him, those people are more likely to check it out.
I think it's convenient though. I think
Yeah.
it's very convenient that they pull out this, Project 2025 thing.
Facts.
That's
I think
all
it's
I
good
see.
that we're from a generation where we don't let motherfuckers manipulate us easy.
Oh.
Because
Not at
think
all.
about the generations before us. Like, I don't want to speak about any of my family because I don't want to get nobody upset. But it seems like the older they are, the easier they are to manipulate
Yes.
when it comes to,
Yeah, bro, that's what it is.
Anything.
Because I tell my grandmother all the time, okay, like, you taught us some things.
don't get cut, bro.
Yeah.
Don't say,
But
don't
it's-
say
no,
no
I-
specific because they
I-
might jump your ass.
Yeah, I feel you,
You know
bro.
what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
you. And at the same time, see, we got lucky, Cap.
Yeah.
We grew up in like 3 different
Mhm.
eras. You know what I mean? We got to see
A lot of.
a lot of shit. We grew up in the 80s.
What are we,
Yeah.
Generation X?
We went through the
I
90s.
don't, we
Yeah,
should
we're
create
X.
our
Going through
own.
the 20. Yeah, we're X.
We're X, yo.
We're
the
latchkey
last of-
kids. You know what I'm saying? We
Last
you know
of
what I'm
the
saying?
analog era.
And that's why it's so hard. Even going back and forth with my son right now, I want to choke flames. But it's like, you know what? I can't. You know what I mean? They're different, bro. They're
So
different.
Tarek, how old are you?
22 now.
So what is it that gives you because we have very insightful conversations, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is it that led you to be more open-minded to like information coming from the area you're from?
I mean, it's more the fact that like it's right in front of our faces in a way that it wasn't when I was young. Like
Yeah.
we can even look at the last elections from 2016, 2012. You remember Obama versus Mitt Romney.
Romney.
There wasn't a whole lot of, and I'm not gonna say there wasn't propaganda, but there wasn't a whole
It
lot
probably
of
wasn't
propaganda
needed as much.
and
no.
it wasn't to the point where 8 motherfuckers are sitting around a TV
Yeah.
and all saying this is bullshit.
Yeah.
You still had your left and your right and your two of the people that argued, but now we don't even have that. As a nation, we're all just like, fuck this. We don't want him. We don't want him.
Damn.
We don't want none of them.
You know what's
And
interesting
what was the
about you
what
just
was the
said?
point? Go ahead.
No, what I was just about to say. What's interesting about you about what you just said is
Do say.
yeah, right. You said in 2012 it wasn't as prominent in your face, right?
Yeah.
2016, right?
2012 or
Yeah,
2016.
so and I said
Either or.
both. I said
Either or.
both.
So what's also interesting about those times is if you think about it, social media wasn't as prevalent either.
I was thinking that. I
That's
was
the
thinking
key to a lot of this stuff
So
too.
what do you think
I mean,
would
it was
happen if
new.
social media was removed from the entire equation?
Oh yeah, social
Would
media.
people like you be as informed?
right.
Well, definitely not, because when they passed the Operation Mockingbird Act in 1969,
What's that?
that gave the federal government complete access and manipulation to what goes through the media. Back in 1969, the media was only the radio and the newspaper. So they've been legally filtering, and not only filtering, but just completely controlling all mainstream media since the 60s.
And like propaganda.
Propaganda, exactly.
And there's legal loopholes around it.
I mean, and plus, if you take the social media aspect out of it, let's be real.
Yeah.
The reason why our old people are so interested in things is because it's given to them on a level that they understand. The only people watching the 6 o'clock and the 11 o'clock news every day are the grown-ups.
Facts.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, the reality
sprinkle
is like if there was no social media, I mean,
Okay,
they wouldn't
so
know
kids,
nothing about that.
When was the last time you guys watched the 6 o'clock news? They said, "What the hell is that?"
So what is that news?
Oh, that's real.
That's real,
That's okay.
man.
That's cool.
But that's the power of social media.
Facts.
And that's the disconnect with our older people and our younger people. You know, my mom, she's not old, but she's grown as fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she knows how to use it a little bit, and you know, they navigate a little bit. But they come from just like us when we was little. Quest, when we was little in DeWittsburg, how do we know everybody where everybody was? Because they bikes was outside.
Yeah. You had to pull up.
You know what I'm saying? You riding around the courts looking for all the bikes.
everybody,
You riding through the hood. Oh, everybody's at Cap House because you see
9 times out of 10, you in the same spot every summer. I mean, we going to the Brands Park. Are we going over here to this bridge? Are we going here to this little green machine in the courts?
Word up, you know what I'm saying? And so that was our social media.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Our social media was that. You know, and that's the biggest effect that social media has on our society, even with the kids, is because, you know, back in our day,
you can be whatever you want on social media, man.
but back in our day, you can get beat up, right? And the only person that's gonna be able to tell the story is the people that was there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But now, if you get beat up, somebody gonna pull their camera out, and then every single year for the rest of your life, on this day, Facebook is gonna reshare that picture, and then somebody's gonna reshare it, and that's where the trauma, and that's where the negative effect comes from. The
Charleston White
social
said,
media
if he said, if a nigga knock me out, and I wake up, whoever got the phones is the ones getting shot. Yeah, whoever got the phone recording is the one getting shot.
I think the biggest problem with social media is how much time like the way that TikTok and Snapchat and all of it's engineered to just make us want to scroll through it.
Yeah.
By us, I specifically mean the younger generation, my age. Younger,
I'd be high.
Us too.
That's everybody.
It makes
I think we have more
retain
reserve
information.
Mine is at night.
Because think about it, like the younger generation was born into it, so it's what they know. Damn near all they know. With us, like you said, we're generations deep. Like we have so many experiences from different generations that, you know, we have the ability to put a filter or a limit or say, hey, this is just too much, or let me get up and go
outside.
It was just like like last week when you were saying when Dev and Lexi was here, and they had a little Zoe back there, and he's got that tablet. You give him that tablet, and it's just like choom, 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 and he knows how to work it. Like, nigga, I could only imagine. Like, we had Etch-a-Sketches back in our day. That was our tablet. You know what I'm saying?
Think about the balance that you have to have. Think about the balance you have to have, even with boys, because boys need to run. You know what I mean? Boys need to be outside. They need to take their ass off. They need to come in the house dirty. Right. Like, with their kids, they can see the balance with them. Because when Zoe and Zion came in here, you can see that they was dusty, dirty. They've been running. You know what I'm saying? They play, and then you have a balance with the tablets. When we was growing, like you said, we had the little Etch-a-Sketch and shit. We go outside, play. We didn't have nothing to keep. Sunday morning cartoons, shit like that. But
that's in the morning. The afternoon is outside.
Even with Delmar, you know what I mean? Like I try to, in Sanaa, I try to balance the TV time, the tablet time. Yeah. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm just thinking, even that generation, their age, having to raise kids in this technical era. You know what I mean? Growing up in that shit. And speaking of the Saturday morning cartoon, I want to say this real quick, fellas. Y'all remember waking up in Saturday morning, right? Pour you a bowl of cereal. Mm-hmm. You sit down and you take the bite of that Fruity Pebbles or that motherfucking Captain Crunch. And it's like, oh, y'all remember them mornings?
Nah, I couldn't do
I
that.
sat down the other day and poured a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. I done smoked some of the greatest reefer that Kelowna Biz Farms can cultivate. And I bit into that cereal, and it tastes like shit, bro.
Tastes like chemicals. Tastes like chemicals.
Like chemicals.
Tastes like chemicals. Of course it did.
I looked at my wife. I said, taste this shit.
Yep.
The cereal is smaller now.
Yep.
Yo, let me
Soda's the same way.
Let me segue into this video after you guys give your opinions on that, because I think we're all affected by that in a
That's
heavy
crazy.
way. The shit that I used to eat,
Me too.
that there's no way I would even entertain it now. I don't give a fuck if I'm starving.
Yeah, bro.
I will starve before I eat some
Yeah.
of the shit that I used to put in my
Yeah.
motherfucking.
McDonald's.
I ain't gonna
Cap,
say
Oh
it.
my
Yeah.
God.
Cap, it changed. It's like
McDonald's.
it made a scar on my memory. It
Yeah.
changed my whole thought about it. I'll never eat a bowl of cereal again.
That shit make me think about the whole MS shit. Like, I remember when I was having issues before I ever got diagnosed, I was stressed the fuck out because I was fighting a case. On top of that, I was going to McDonald's, KFC,
Yep.
drinking beer every day.
Yeah.
You know, like staying up late. Like, all that shit played a role
Absolutely.
in the food that I was putting in my body.
You're smearing off beer.
Bro, I wasn't. Yo, I got a video for you.
Hey, yo.
It's harder than beer.
I didn't know if Smirnoff and Zima was
And
a
I never
beer.
the crazy shit about it. Yeah, he used to kill the Smirnoffs. And I used to
Zima?
always be like, why you feel some kind of way when niggas think about say something about your Smirnoff? Them shit's a fuck.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. You
son.
drink enough of them
Shit's strong,
goddamn
son.
Are
Smirnoff.
you
you
talking
need is
about the
four.
little wine coolers or the
the
8%?
Yeah,
Yeah, those
wine
ain't the
cooler
ones
my ass.
that's not what I was
You
drinking,
drink
though.
enough of them shits.
Smirnoff is them little 3% wine
Smirnoff
cooler
Ice.
glasses.
Them shits was like 5 to
Nah, them
7.
shits wasn't
You talk about
3%
them
then.
tall boy cans?
Nah,
that
chill,
nigga
son.
used to
Nah, I
be
wasn't on the
He in the
tall boy.
glass.
He used to be out there looking like 50 Cent with a deuce.
Said many men. Many.
Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit.
Yo.
I don't need no water. I got a Smirnoff.
I would literally go to the bartender and be like, "Yo, can you pour that in a cup?" Because these guys with me. ain't-
Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah.
You heard?
That's crazy.
Let me play this video. Quest provided another dope ass video. Let's roll it and see what happens.
Right
It's about
now,
the
scientists
food,
are
though.
sounding the alarm that a
Serious.
growing number of grocery store items are ultra processed, and that leads to
Surprised
health
it's finally
concerns.
mainstream.
Researchers say
So that's
ultra
been
processed
underground.
foods, the high in fats, starches, sugars, and
still playing on the
additives,
video,
now
so
make
it's
up
good. Like, on the video, it still
73%
comes
of the
to us,
U.S.
it's
food
TV.
supply, even though they are linked to health issues like
Figure it
diabetes,
out.
obesity,
Yeah, we
cancer,
troubleshoot.
and depression.
I'ma read
Scientists
the
now
dude's
say
lips.
these
Who
foods
that,
should be
Gabrielle Brooks,
regulated
brother?
with tobacco-style warnings and
stupid.
advertising bans. Let's bring in Trish Cotter. She
Yo, I
is
got
the
a
global
story.
lead for the food policy program at the public health organization Vital Strategies.
fucked up her
Trish,
eyebrows.
explain to our viewers the difference between
She fucked them eyebrows
minimally
up.
processed, and ultra-processed foods as it relates to our health.
Come on.
Okay,
man.
so
Why would you do that?
73%.
minimally processed foods are those foods that you would normally consider to be fresh foods, freely available, that you can
Ultra
make
processed.
home
God
cooked
damn.
meals with.
So it can last for 20 years.
Ultra
Yeah, it's
processed
like we haven't
foods
known this for-
are products,
Right.
not necessarily foods,
Finally putting on the
that you
mainstream.
can't
Yeah,
make
that's
in
what
your
I'm
home
saying,
kitchen.
like-
They're
Ultra-processed is
things that are use edible ingredients that are pulled apart, put back together using industrial processing. The end result is
you might as well
they
grow your own
add to
shit.
it a cocktail of additives,
Ultra-processed
emulsifiers,
cereal.
colours,
Grocery store.
Go to the
flavours.
farmer's market.
And the end result is something that's really hyper
And
palatable.
if the flies won't eat it, then you shouldn't either.
There's a texture that's
Fly won't eat
attractive,
it.
and these
Flies don't eat
products
McDonald's.
are, in
That
the
shit
end,
don't even
quite
mold.
desirable
That clone-
and tasty.
Don't mold.
They're ready to eat,
Clone
ready
burger,
to heat,
clone
They'll
meat.
land on- they'll land
and
on your shit.
unfortunately, they are taking up
They'll
way
land on
too
your
much
shit
of a
and your shit
component
will
of
rub
our
their hands like
diet.
they about to eat.
Say, yeah, I'm about to
because
get busy,
they
bro.
lead to,
You ever seen him on a
some serious health
McDonald's burger? That
consequences.
nigga like.
Which types of
Oh,
foods
nah.
that our viewers have in their fridge and pantries right now would you
They get more
recommend
nutrients from
they
calcium.
reconsider due to the health risks?
Look, a diet that's high in ultra-processed food
More than
is an
60% of
unhealthy
daily
diet.
calories.
So the products that consumers really should be concerned about are those products
There's a lot of
that
people
have
that
got,
don't give a fuck too. though.
that are wrapped
There's a lot of people that just
packaging,
don't care.
often
Yeah, I
plastic,
know a motherfucker, man.
that have
I know
A lot
a
of
dude
people
that
can't
used to
afford to
come
eat
to work.
healthy.
He's good people, so I ain't dissing you. With a 2-liter every day
Jeez.
of I think
Soda?
it was Pepsi or
Jeez.
Nah, man.
Mountain Dew be getting people. Mountain
every
Dew,
day
okay.
though. Can you
Mountain
think
Dew's
about that?
good.
Like
A 2-liter. Nah, I know mad
If I
people that
drink-
drink soda like that.
Facts.
alcohol more than I should, more than I should for like a week, right? I gain a pound or two. You understand what I'm saying? And I see it, I feel it, my body registers it. A 2 liter for your body to be acclimated to consume that shit every day.
And if you stop, he'll probably get sick.
I ain't going front.
Our body probably go through withdrawals if he quits.
Sugar, what is it? Caffeine, sugar, corn,
high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
Don't have dyes in it.
I know a dude right now that doesn't drink. He hasn't drunk water in like 10 years.
He ain't drunk it or he ain't drank it.
He ain't drunk it, drank it.
He just came back from the A.
He ain't did none of that.
It was drunk.
Hell yeah.
It was drunk.
That nigga literally ain't drink a sip of water in about 10 years.
What he look like?
He look pretty fucked up. I mean, it's my man too. I ain't gonna throw his name out there, but he's pretty fucked up.
Soda is like
pretty
probably
fucked up.
by far the leading cause of diabetes.
Fact.
Why everybody is like, once they turn like 60, they just completely look like a lunch.
Nah, the leading factor in diabetes
like
is that sugar.
Wait a minute, I don't think the people here, they look like what?
Lunch lady.
Lunch lady.
Like think about it. Think of
That's some real
everyone.
shit, yeah.
You see any 60-year-olds built like Cap, at least in this country. Right?
I do.
The mayor,
nowadays,
the mayor, Dead Mandel. Shout out to him too. That's my dude.
He be in the gym though.
He be in the gym.
Yeah, okay.
He told me about his PRs and all that. I said, yo,
Okay.
when I get 60 something,
Right.
that's what I'm on.
Yo,
right.
What's his name? Mr. Kitchens. Chew them. They
they was getting it in.
Yeah, they get it in.
But that's
They
like
old.
5 out of a
billion. Yeah.
I'm not going front though. 60 and 65 years old today is not the same thing as with 65
What do you
and
think
55.
the difference is now?
I feel like people are starting to be more consciously aware of their health. It's consciously aware of all of that stuff.
Yeah, after it's too late.
Yeah, I mean for the most part.
I feel like most people my age don't give a fuck.
Why do you think that is, though?
Well, at least maybe it's just the environment of like my job.
Yeah.
But where I work with guys that do the same job that I do. It's really physically active. You know, we're in a 120-degree factory all day, throwing 80 pounds over our shoulder, carrying it around, you know, moving the wearing stuff. But when I go on break, bro, I want a nice steak.
Yeah.
Or like a salad.
Yeah.
But they grab a Mountain Dew, a Red Bull, and a fucking like M&Ms.
What you be saying in your head when you see them eating that shit?
I say it out loud. I'm like, yo, get some food. I've not seen you eat food in 3 days. Damn. I've seen you eat bullshit.
That's crazy. Yeah, you got to fuel.
That's crazy.
You're always like, hey man, I didn't sleep last night. I'm tired. I got a headache.
That's why, motherfucker. Yeah.
Bro, you haven't had a vitamin in a week.
M&M's is sucking the life out of you.
Yeah. They look like vitamins though.
Did y'all see the M&M commercial?
Nah.
Which one?
The yellow M&M. They was doing something or whatever.
And with the green M&M. Hey, yo.
We'll talk about that later.
Nigga said, I think about it.
Oh man.
You think it's on YouTube?
No, hold up. Listen, did you? It is
what
on
happened?
YouTube.
What?
So I'm are we talking about the same one with the yellow M&M? He was like kind of flat on the back.
Yeah, and he said,
like,
she said, I thought you said we was going to. I thought you said I was going to be in the commercial. He said, I said I'll think about it.
Yeah, bro. Look it up. But we
Sound
got
like
time.
one of my uncles.
He was like,
look up the new M&M.
oh man.
I don't know if it's the
And this right here just goes to show, you know what I mean, 2024, how things are just starting to be.
M&M yellow?
Yes.
Okay,
And it's flat
And
on
he's
the back.
dried out.
Say no more.
He's
Say
dry.
no more.
He's
Yeah, say no more.
He ain't.
Well, I don't know if it's that one, but I see a post that says banned M&M.
All right, play it.
Yes,
Play it.
that's it.
Play
That's
it.
it.
All right, here we go. Let's see what it is.
No talking.
Red, is that a voodoo doll?
Yep, that new almond M&M. I'll teach him nuts or your turf.
Hey, yo.
hey yo.
No drizzy. Hey,
Put it back on.
No drizzy.
Yeah.
Red, is that a voodoo doll?
Yep, that new almond M&M. I'll teach him nuts or your turf, Yellow.
Hey, yo.
Red, is that a...
Yeah, that was some freaky ass shit
When
just now.
did we get to this?
Yeah, I don't know, but that's not the one that I was talking about. That
The
was
one that he was
real
talking about.
freaky.
The one Eminem was in the bed, and the green Eminem was like, now. Then it cut to the commercial, nuts and something else in the bag. Now it was like, I can't.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that, exactly.
Yo,
Exactly.
Yo, Jetta,
Exactly.
Jetta, play this one. I think this might be it because you said he was in the bed, right?
Yeah.
Hold up, there we go.
So now I can do the commercial.
All right, stop it real quick.
Maybe.
Stop it real quick.
Why she got the rag?
Wait. Listen, fellas, just let it play out so everybody can hear it. All right. Let's go.
So now I can be in the commercial.
Maybe.
But you said.
I said maybe.
That's a peanut
Two
M&M.
tasty nuts. Now one of why she was wiping her mouth at first?
Yeah, why is he deflated? Why is he deflated?
You know why he's deflated. You know why.
Oh shit, my man said
Euphoria.
I'm fucking crying.
That Super Bowl commercial.
Wait, so Marshall, where did you see that commercial?
on TV.
On
It was on
TV?
TV.
On the television?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
He
bro.
brung up the M&Ms and eating and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, the M&Ms is sucking the
So
life
they
out of
played
it."
that-
I thought,
they got away
They
with
played
that.
that shit on TV?
You remember the
That
question?
nigga, he all dehydrated on the bed. She
Cat.
wiping her mouth.
Cat, you posed
Two
the
nuts
question.
in one bag now.
Hey,
Germ, check it out. You posed a
Hey,
question a
yo.
couple of months back.
I'm sorry. She keep looking at me. I
About-
can't even.
Excuse me, fellas. Excuse
About
me,
how
Just being respectful.
I'm pretty sure we were talking about the industry, like the movie industry execs and stuff like that, behind closed doors deals and stuff like
Yeah.
that. How the
Casting
Illuminati and
couches
stuff
and
like
all
that.
yeah.
And you had referenced a question about how you think it was going to be, and I said something basically like, "Yo, you got to do this in order to get this. It's gonna be out there now."
Yeah.
And this is going to be years long. Like even these commercials. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take. I mean, we all adults and shit.
In
But,
your windows.
and these are commercials.
Yeah, the
But
undertone.
Pretty soon it's going to be to the point where, oh, I can subscribe to this channel and see these commercials.
Oh, no.
And you're going to be able to. You know
What do you mean
Like,
pretty soon? You can do that now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You was
see,
telling
yeah,
me about
you're right,
Twitter.
you're right.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't
Yo.
know.
Yeah,
Twitter,
watch
and what's the
pornos
X?
and
Bro.
Facebook X. That shit is crazy.
Bro,
Shit's
Twitter,
wild.
they changed the name of
Yeah.
Twitter for a reason. Twitter is crazy right now.
I keep
bro.
hearing this.
yeah, I hear it too. I'm not on it.
Insane.
It's crazy.
I mean,
Insane.
as far as commercials, like commercials in Europe, they're a little more forward than we are.
Yeah.
But they're a lot more risque to say.
But you have to
Like,
understand
with
too. In those,
sexual-
Sexual. They show.
implications.
but
They
you
show
have to
breasts
understand, bro.
and
You have to
stuff like
understand.
that.
In those countries, they don't look at sex like we do. They don't
No.
sexualize it as a naked body. Like in America, you see a naked body, everybody goes, oh shit, and over there, that's normal to them.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. That was my
They
point.
don't
is saying
over-sexualize
It's not
shit.
over sexualized.
Yeah.
It's like in Italy, when you're 14, I think you're 13 or 14. You can go to a restaurant and have
you can have a beer.
glass of wine,
A glass of wine, yeah, glass of
with
beer,
your
beer, yeah.
family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Youngest
After you're
country.
like 13 or 14.
Yeah, it's just
The
so
youngest is
different over
12 in Burkina Faso. Or you're talking about 14 is Belgium.
12
France is
is
16.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I
It's a
mean,
little
but
wild.
just to say the
It's so
exact what
different.
he was talking
Yeah.
about.
It's a little
when
wild.
you over anything, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I bet you over there they don't have as many alcoholics and as many
Yeah.
alcohol problems is because when you 12, it's more openly accepted to have a drink or two. So you know,
it's not like taboo where
it's
it's
not
like,
like
hey, I can be
taboo.
sneaky and
Yeah,
get
you know
some.
what I mean?
when
Yeah,
you turn
but
into
they
a
probably
alcoholic.
have a little bit more sexual trafficking things going on over there too. It's
100%.
like-
I don't
I'm
want
pretty
to
sure there's
think
probably
about.
more.
But
100%.
I'm pretty sure there's probably more of shit, bad shit going on and shit. But even with the like, there was a prison I seen somewhere like the people like the recidivism rate was at like 12%. You know what I mean?
Yo.
And you should have seen the prison they was locking these motherfuckers in.
Yo.
It wasn't no cells. They had bedrooms, bathrooms,
Oh, I seen.
outside.
I think we may have
seen
watched
that.
that,
I
shit.
seen
I think
that.
you
I
showed me
seen
that.
that.
And they were
I
saying
seen
like
that.
when they went home, they left with a skill.
Right.
So that way they can go home, get a job.
They
don't have to do that
reformed.
bullshit. They're reformed.
Facts.
Over here in America, they don't give a fuck. This is
Right.
free labor.
Right.
We got to build this bridge in Delaware.
Right.
And we're gonna lock up a couple
Do you
more
know how many
motherfuckers
people
and
don't
put it to
realize
work.
prisons in the United States are private?
Privately owned,
privately
yeah, they're
owned.
privately
The
owned.
majority-
It's a business.
The majority of the
You can buy
average
stock in prisons, bro.
That's crazy.
the
man.
majority of the average American doesn't know that it's
Yeah.
a private.
I'm gonna be real. When
Yeah.
I was younger, even as an adult,
Right.
a younger adult, I didn't know that.
Right.
Bro, we
Me
was
neither.
cattle at one point. Bro.
Yeah, son.
Facts.
And then it makes
So,
you
can I
think
ask-
about
Modern
the
day
way you
slavery.
were
Yeah.
herded inside of
Yes.
those walls.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Kurt,
Get
So
this
if you
done.
own a prison, you own slaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get this
Facts.
done.
Do you guys remember over at Brands Park? Like if we're standing at Brands Park at the pool, right? And say we're standing in the entrance going into Brands Park. You remember how over there that way, after you go over there was like mad trees and stuff? You can go over the bank and be by the river.
Yeah.
But you couldn't go all the way back because there was bushes and shit. Remember that shit?
Yeah, I do.
My platoon in 97.
Oh, yeah, I was cleaning over there?
Cleaned all that shit out.
That's
I was
crazy.
at Monterey Shot Camp, and they brung us over here. They cleaned all that shit. I can't remember who it was. I want to say Delvin, but I might be wrong. I was here all day, Department of Corrections.
Yeah.
We was over there across the street from the Hudson Street Park. Went there, dropped our shit off, went and worked at the park. I seen motherfuckers playing. My mother lived on Ray Street at the time.
Yeah.
Literally 2 blocks away.
You was thinking, huh?
Hard as a motherfucker. But I got a month to go home. So I get back in the van. I go back down where the new tops was. First time I ever seen the tops. And all I heard was, yo, Marshall.
Yo.
I instantly pulled the window up. Blah, blah. And she stopped. She was like, where are you from? I said, I'm from Elmira. She pulled that bitch over. The state troopers was there within 2 minutes.
Yep, get him out of here.
Took me back to Monterey. Now, Monterey is...
Was it like an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Monterey, New York is 15 minutes from here.
Right next to Monterey camp. It's been closed for a while. 50 Cent was actually there.
Yeah, 50 Cent was there.
I remember they took me through there and they kicked me out of there once they went through my record. I remember. So at Monterey they had his bed, his the unit where he slept. Yeah. They told everybody about it. I don't think they had a picture of him, but it was but it was basically like he made something of his life. He came through here. You can too.
So can I ask you guys a question? As a business person,
$5,
and you had an opportunity to invest in a prison, and the capital gains were really
I'm investing. I'm sorry.
So I'm not going front. Me personally, I wouldn't. That's just me. I wouldn't. Just because
I would because it's not my fault that you go to prison. But
it's not. But
see, I would not for the same reason.
Right.
You said as a business owner.
What about right now? I'm saying, but what about right now? You're saying like hypothetically, but what about right now in your position of life right now? Where you're at, the way you feel, life could be good, bad,
and you can get some money.
And somebody came to you was like, "Yo, if you invest 10 grand right now, I can have your return of let's say 25 grand in 3 months." Would you do it?
That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, as a businessman.
That's what I was wondering.
Well, I can honestly say too that, I totally sympathize with prisoners. I was one, right? And this is just me being real. When I was locked up, I should have been locked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there was a need for a prison when I was locked up. There's a lot of people that are in the same category, but there's also on the flip a lot of people that don't deserve to be in prison and shouldn't be in prison. Right. So there is a need for that business structure. Right. And yes, as a businessman, I would invest in that business structure. I don't believe individuals should be locked up unfairly, but I was tearing shit up.
I'm not going to front. I would invest into it if I had the choice to be able to choose how I control it. Yeah. Like, to be honest, if it was a situation where it's like, you can basically reform people and, like you said earlier, teach them skills.
When you investing in stocks, you don't get to control them. You either do or you don't.
That's a fact.
Right. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Right.
I don't think it's morally right that we have stocks in prisons.
Yeah,
we're not.
I don't think that's right
for the right
that's
reason.
Where I'm
Just
at.
like you said, some people deserve to be there. Well, or that's not what you said. You said some people are their own reason why they are there. But
I mean, you got to understand too.
It
like,
shouldn't
this
be
came
privatized. It shouldn't be something you can.
No. It came from slavery. It came from slavery.
Prison becomes a business where you can buy criminals from the government in the form of a slave, and multiple people are profiting off of this. That's when we have
That's when the problem comes.
It all stems from that.
But also too, it's nothing to do with actually reforming people. It has something to do with just lighter loads.
I mean, in the hard part,
you have to understand.
I don't feel like they tried to reform me. I feel like they put me to work.
Facts. That's all.
That's all it was, bro.
You
got paid.
Prime.
Right.
Or they got paid for your presence.
The amount of shit that I did,
right.
I was so I ended up in camp before I came home. I had like 2 months or a month and a half to go home. They sent me to a camp. When I got there, there was like 6, 7, 8 Elmira dudes there. P was there. Just was there. There's a bunch of us there, right? They had us on the same type of work crew that somebody in shot camp would be, but they knew we were all short to go home.
Right.
I didn't even know this shit existed. They didn't even tell me I was going there. They just told me to pack up when I was in Orleans one day. And I was like, where the fuck am I
state
going?
Property, man.
We get there. There's no fence around that motherfucker, right? But the work crew they had us on, we got busy.
Trying to get the fuck out of here.
They trained you on how to use the weed whackers, the lawnmowers, and whatever tools you needed to clean up. I didn't know what the fuck we were doing because I've never done it before.
Right.
But we were on those crews that they sent you to all these state locations, state park locations.
Right.
And one of them
That's
was by
cheap
Roy's
labor,
crib,
bro.
right around the corner from
That's
Roy's crib.
So do you think
labor.
that even though they got cheap labor out of you, do you think that part of that experience helped build and help you understand how hard work can maneuver you?
Nah, because I understood it before that.
Right.
Not to say it can't help someone.
Yeah, no,
but
I'm just
with
saying
me,
some people.
Nah, I think honestly, I feel like that situation was we have the bodies we need that we can trust because they're already going home.
Right.
And we need to get this done.
Right.
Now, what's confusing me, because we say the prisons are privatized, right? This is a state park or state property that they had us cleaning off, and I never thought about that until this conversation here.
Well, I mean, it's probably because it's a state facility, so some of it is probably funded through the state.
Through the state.
I mean, even though it's a private. I mean, it's just like even with the lotto. You know what I mean?
They get a check from it.
A portion of the lotto goes to the state.
Right.
And then, like I said, at the end of the day, they get a check.
You know what I'm saying?
regardless.
So the state has to. The state probably has to contract out different things to have the upkeep of
private
the state.
people.
They get funding from the
So
government
maybe maybe the private entity
owned
that owned
contracted
it.
through the state to do the work.
Right.
So it's
That's
kind of like,
crazy.
but it's it's just like
because a lot of shit. This wasn't even the only place that my platoon cleaned out. I mean, we went to different spots, different state parks,
All
different,
state-
I mean,
state
different
locations, like-
yeah, to clean out different
That
different
makes
parks,
sense.
just so
That
they can
makes
probably
sense.
put
The
up
state
like
shit.
That's crazy.
a new ballpark for this area,
Yeah.
or new shit for this area.
them
And like I was saying before, like with the slaves, after old boy signed that paper, that Emancipation Proclamation, that was a business. That was a business. move.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now you got all these motherfuckers with all this work experience and shit like that. Damn, we're losing a lot of money.
We ain't got
So
nobody
what we
to do
gonna
that.
What they call it, the 13th Amendment?
Yep.
Is it the 13th
Yeah, it
Amendment?
is the 13th
So you
Amendment,
fuck up, I'm going to lock you up. So now you do the wrong. What you did, you stepped across the street wrong. That's a
Yeah,
law.
yeah.
So I'm going to lock you up. I got this motherfucker in custody now. You need what? You need your grass cut? Let me get that contract. I got 6 motherfuckers over here that'll
3
do it for
cents.
half the price.
3
You know what I'm
cents.
saying? That's the way it's going
Big
now. It's
business.
going
now
now.
they got to do it for
Every
half the price. I'm gonna pay them a fraction of the price.
Yeah.
And I'm going
charge
to
you
pocket the
regular
rest of the
price.
shit.
Yeah.
It's just like with the. It's just like.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. You just remind me. Just like the temp services.
Yeah.
You go to one of these temp
yeah.
services.
yeah.
You getting paid $19 an hour.
They getting
They getting 37.
Yeah, they're getting 37. They piecing you off.
Facts.
But
I
it's
used to
just-
work for a couple temp services.
I remember them back in the day.
This
Y'all,
nigga pieced you off.
My bad, hoodie.
Nah, I was just gonna say, all of that state stuff that we were talking about is similar to. Did you guys hear about any of the Brett Favre situation in Mississippi?
Talking about with the welfare.
With the welfare
Yeah.
thing, somehow, some way, Brett Favre was
He ain't go to jail.
involved with some things where he got
Like $3
profited
million or something?
$5 million of this state money that they said was supposed to be appropriated to the poor
Brett
people.
Favre, the football player.
Yes, nigga.
Oh, wow.
Wrangler,
Yeah.
Wrangler
Number
Brett
5,
So
Brett
they were-
Favre.
And so they were
The
saying
nigga that was
that,
fucking with Mary, that left, what's his name, for
and
Mary?
so they were saying that a lot of his speaking engagements from the state that he never appeared,
Yeah,
he
it's
got
so
paid
crazy.
for, and it was all basically out of state funding. And so the I don't want to say it wrong. I can't think, but a couple of people high up in the state, they had to relinquish their position and are under fire right now, fighting cases because they think that he was in cahoots with them about getting this government money. So just like to say what we were saying is the state parks, you know what I mean? It's all the same money. It's like you my man. So if I know somebody who wants to record, of course I'm gonna come to you because you my man. I'm gonna give you the money.
I ain't nice at what I do though.
But it's not about you
I'm
being
saying
nice.
you said like
Nah. But I'm just talking about what they were what they're talking about. It
Yeah.
don't matter. You know what I mean? Like,
It's like
you
one
got the
hand
capital.
washing the other
Yeah, you
type
got
shit.
the capital. Boom. We're gonna keep it in the family.
Yep.
And
I'm gonna send him to Cap, right? So Cap, what I want you to do is convince this dude that he needs to work on his blah
Graphics.
blah blah.
graphics. Come
So
see
Cap,
me.
send him back to your man over here. But y'all all still under the same roof.
Oh, you need a DJ for your party? All right. Well, we gonna get Marshall. Oh, you need a single for your beat? So
I
we
know
gonna
somebody
get
got a
Blaze.
single for the beat.
Well, look.
I'm gonna call Blade.
Well, look.
You
That's
need pictures?
Blaze, you know what I'm saying?
We gonna
Well,
get Jetta.
That's the same thing as what
But
the
there's
labels
nothing.
do.
Yeah, but listen, that's what I was about to say. There's
Recording
nothing
labels
wrong
do the
with
same
it.
I think it sounds
But if
like
you do it-
business, but if
Yeah.
you're in a position of power
Right.
and you're utilizing
then
people
you get to
that
that
are
point
like,
where we talked about last
like
week.
That's
nepotism and all that shit. But if you do it with ill will,
I think there's a thin line with that because I'm a businessman, so naturally that's what I do.
Right.
I think it's when you're in a position of power and there's people that have no control over how you utilize them.
Right.
Is when the problem comes in.
Right.
Like you're making somebody do something like a prisoner.
Yeah.
Right.
Based
you
on
don't
the fact
leave.
that
You don't leave a trail of disaster behind you when you do it.
Damn, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you dealing with people. I'm not going to front. Damn, I never even thought about that. Y'all just fucked me up. Private owned prisons and the recording industry, recording labels is super parallel.
Yeah.
Because what they value the artists or whatever the case is the same thing they value is with slavery or with the person that's locked up or whatever the case. That's
so
deep.
my brother said something the other day. I want to put it out here, right? Y'all watched the BET Awards, right?
Yeah.
He said, "What was the best part? What's the best part of the BET Awards?" He said, "Lauryn Hill." I didn't see it. I fell asleep.
I got
bored.
Was fire.
She brought Fuji's out.
But he said something last night that kind of, I thought about when I got home, and I told my wife too. Like, damn, every female up here, they got their ass out. Why they ass out? But at the same time, she's popping her ass, right? Boom, boom, talking about killing a nigga. Think about that shit.
I mean, real
you
quick.
twerking, I shoot a bitch in the face and like, think about this shit. They're pushing that agenda. That shit is weird. It's like that's like me. That's like me shooting up, reading the Bible, and God said, and I've got a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? That's just my think about that shit though.
Yo, Gucci Mane looking for new artists for his
$2 million. Nah, you go to jail.
He got
you
$1
go
million.
to jail or you die with
He got
Gucci
$1
Mane.
million.
But real quick, since you was talking about popping ass, did anybody see Summer Walker's socket pop out the side of her chin?
I definitely.
Like, yo, bro, it was like
my wife. What was that?
Yo, it was like a socket, my
you
nigga.
said seen what? I don't know anything about
Okay,
it.
so Summer Walker, she's an artist.
Yeah, I know who
Let her
she
pull up
is.
video.
All right.
Just pull up the video.
So in her performance, so
She was on the bench.
So
She
they
was on the
did.
bench.
So for
Just
some odd
Google
reason, they had an
Summer.
Usher. They had
My bad.
they honored Usher for a lifetime achievement, whatever award.
At the
But they had
BET
no
Awards?
at the BET Awards. But they had no. Well, Childish Gambino was
your
the only
hands down.
male performer.
What happened on the
But Summer
so I can look
Walker.
up the video.
I got you.
Summer Walker's.
Just say Summer Walker BET Awards.
Summer
on the
Walker
bench.
BET.
It'll pop
So
up,
she's
I
on the.
promise.
She's singing her song. And she's on the bench. You know, she got like
I had my
Marshall
wife
said,
rewind it.
her ass is out. I mean, you know, she got a sexy outfit on. But when she's on the side, you see like
Germ.
it looks like this cup.
What you mean?
It's
You know
poking
what?
She
out
got
her
a heart.
Yo,
She
bro,
got like a tattoo.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I
see
thought it was
She
a
got
heart.
like a heart tattoo on her ass, and that
I'm
shit
thinking
is
it's an
just
implant.
breathing.
It's an implant.
It had bro. It's,
You know how
it's
people got their
crazy.
tongue split and they
just
like
doing
put
that.
implants in their forehead to make horns and shit?
How did I hear about this?
That's what I thought it was, because when I first seen it, it was a circle. I said, Candace, look. I said, rewind it. And then when she stood up, I seen the shape of a heart. So I'm thinking maybe it's an implant in there.
That
When
shit
she
is
moves,
breathing.
it kind of pulsates and shit.
Let it breathe, Summer.
I don't know, bro. All I know is that she had like that shit looked like a Lego popping out her
That shit
shit.
was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked like a Lego. You know what I mean? One of the single Lego things, man. That shit
was
crazy.
going boo boo boo.
I seen
boo.
the circle first, then I seen the shape of a heart.
That shit was beating like a heart.
But what did you? So you didn't watch none of the BET Awards?
I went to sleep. After a while, I got bored, bro. I was waiting for Lauren.
I'm not going to front. One thing that I found interesting is the fact that they had all women dedication for Usher. And
That
it's
was
like,
dope.
I mean, it was
Tiana
it's
Taylor
cool.
did her thing,
Yeah,
though,
but
bro.
it's just weird to
She
me
was dancing
because
her
think
ass
about
off.
this. Like, what if they was doing a Beyonce dedication and they had an all male
Or like a Whitney Houston
and it's all male? It's
Yeah,
like
that's
that's
very-
weird.
very
what the
weird.
hell? Like it's like I almost feel like y'all pushing an agenda.
I mean, because
Not
a
to
couple
be
years
funny,
ago,
but-
a couple
Did you
years
find
ago
it,
they
Kat?
had a couple years ago Jamie Foxx was on a show and he did a dedication to Anita Baker. And at first I thought it was really weird that they would pick him of all people to do it, but Jamie killed that shit.
Of course,
you know what I'm
Jamie
saying?
that
And I'm
nigga.
not saying that the ladies didn't kill it for Usher.
Here you go.
But
I found
you
it.
had you had like 8 women.
Nah, I got it. Jetta just. I
Okay.
think it's. Let me see if.
I mean, it was a dope performance. Don't get it wrong.
Look.
Let's get into it.
Let's go. I'm curious.
Yup, that's it.
Now wait till she sits down.
How the hell your ass tattoo breathing?
But yeah, you can let it rock though.
He said it's at 41 seconds, so I'm gonna skip up just a
Yeah,
little
you
bit.
can let it rock.
I'm gonna skip up just a little bit.
I didn't know everything about her was fake.
It's at 41, right?
Absolutely everything.
I'm at 31.
She can sing though.
I can't even say everything
All right, so
about it.
we're at 37 seconds. About to play it, and see what happens.
All right. Watch this.
I realize that I can be a lover. Let's just keep it honest.
She's sitting on the bench.
She gonna sit on the bench in a second. Watch when she sit down. Look at the circle on her leg.
What is that?
Son, that had to be an implant, bro. It's a BBL. Look at it. You see it poking out? Like a Lego. You see it?
Shit, what the fuck is that?
You seen it?
Oh, that bitch is extraterrestrial.
She got that BBL drizzy.
Hold up.
She got that OVO quest.
Look.
CGI.
We got a scientist in the building. Terry, what do you think that was?
I just said CGI.
BBL summer.
CGI.
Didn't some people see it live though? On
Yeah,
I seen it live.
I seen it live. I had Kendra rewind it.
I should say boo.
So you seen it as it was
going on, and I seen her because I'm thinking to myself, you know what I mean? Like, damn, everybody got their ass. I'm like, damn, she got a meaty ass thigh. And then when she leaned up, I seen it kind of.
Maybe she's
dip
an
in.
Elon Musk robot.
And then when she did it, it bumped out. Because when I first seen it, it looked like a circle. And then when it pumped
that's
out,
what it looked like.
It looked like a heart.
It's a heart. It's a heart tattoo.
And I got to thinking, he's saying tattoo. I got to thinking, you know how people get implants in their head to make them bumps in their head and lizard looking shit? But that was weird. It looked like something was trying to pop out.
That was kind of spooky, man.
Sometimes you got to show up and pop.
That's a good transition. I want to watch the. Before we head out, I want to watch that Drake video.
Don't try to rush, bro.
I wasn't.
Sometimes
I was just.
I like how you be. I like how you be. You good at what you do. You and Marshall,
Kendrick,
y'all good at that
I'm
shit.
just saying.
Why you bring me up? I ain't do it today.
Because y'all good at it though. Because you don't just say.
I appreciate.
Well, actually, Marshall, you do sometimes be like, all right, I'm getting the fuck out.
Speaking of, sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. Did y'all see that Kendrick video?
Oh yeah, that shit hard, man.
I love that.
It took a couple plays for
full.
it to really take on me because I don't know. I expected more though. I expected more disrespect in my face. Like,
oh nah, it was.
Diddler.
He definitely did a lot of subliminal disrespect.
He did. I wanted to see him put like a picture of Drake. Up somewhere,
some Summer Jam shit.
Yeah. But then I had to dive into it like, oh, he's fucking him up right now.
Him doing
what was this video for?
Him
Meet the Grams or whatever.
Nah, Kendrick just dropped the video for Not Like Us.
For Not Like Us. That was the one.
Hard too.
They Not Like Us.
He needs to drop a full version of
Did you guys see the video that I sent to the group chat about the white?
In the Not Like Us.
The song that he had in the beginning. Yeah, that shit sounded different.
He dropped so if y'all notice, he on I think one of his shirts or something. He had like a date on the pocket.
I didn't see that. I didn't look.
It was a date. It was like 8/24 or something like that. So that might be an album date or a single date for that new that new song.
He's a Kobe fan too.
Yeah, facts.
Did y'all see the video I sent in the message with the podcast talking about Drake?
I'm stressed out.
Sometimes you got it.
You gotta play the video. Look in the Messenger video
on
Facebook. On Facebook. But I sent this. If you would, I want you to play it. The shit is funny as fuck.
Is it that the one you want to play is in Messenger?
Yes, sir. Here, I'm gonna go through right now. See if I can pull it up.
Real quick, while you looking, I want to shout out Benyam Jerme. He's celebrated for winning winning 2 stages of the 2024 Tour de France. The first non-white person. He's the first black rider to ever win 2 stages of the Tour de France.
He just cheated. Okay. He's a brother. He cheated.
He just did that the other day. Benyam Jerme. I don't know where he's from, but he's the first black rider to win 2 stages of the Tour de France. So I thought that we celebrate that too. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful, man. If I can get to the claps on here without the gunshots, I'm gonna
But yeah, I thought that was dope.
So, man. Cap, I found the video. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Is it in the Mindful Messenger?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know I don't know how to use fucking Messenger either.
I didn't see it. How long ago was it?
Damn, Jetto over there having some.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm trying. Every time I go to say something,
yeah, we letting
and so I'm like, dang. So I just be,
we letting them get away very light today too. They need to engage a little bit more.
Yeah, so
So Cap, I just sent it to you in Messenger. I just sent it to your individual messenger.
All right.
This shit was funny as hell to me, yo. And I think Drake needs to like hold on to this and just like he can go somewhere with this. I think he can monetize. Oh, I thought the video was playing. Everybody.
Before we get out of here, Hoodie, I know you ready to run.
Nope. I just wanted to watch the video. That's it.
Okay. Don't let me forget to talk about the bill passed for the selective service, which in turn may lead to what people are saying may be a military draft at some point.
Okay.
I don't know how real it is. We all old niggas.
We talked a little bit about that last
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about that last
haven't
week.
learned our lesson.
But we
yet,
have some young bucks in here, and just because you're a female doesn't mean you're exempt. They take you to the military too.
Nah, they exempt, bro.
They're exempt. They're not bringing it.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
They're not gonna pass.
They didn't pass for no fit. It's just
Maybe we
male.
should dive into it right now because I really
let's play
want
the
to hear
video
your
first,
voice,
please, bro.
Tarek.
Then we'll get into it.
Don't forget, I want to hear your voice on it.
So we'll let Tarek take us out. All right, play this video and then we'll get into whatever. But
Rambo
I need y'all
Hustle?
to see this. I need y'all to
Rambo
see this.
Hustle?
What is that? Messenger. I just sent it to you. Facebook Messenger. Your individual messenger, not the group.
It's a Facebook video, right?
Yes, sir.
Bro, I'd be scared to press shit in my phone, man. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
No, I got you. Pull it up on the screen, y'all. Run that.
Yeah.
As good as Kendrick, we're not going to make one of those songs, but we will give a sayonara. As good as Kendrick, we're not going to make one of those songs, but we will give a sayonara,
Let me pause
Go out of it, yeah.
Hold on,
A
hold on,
goodbye
let me pause
to
it,
Drake.
right? Let me
Usually
You are
scroll up,
Canada's
scroll back down.
great
Unless it.
white hope.
I don't think that works.
There it is. Pause.
Okay, scroll up.
Does it go to another video?
Hold up. Oh shit. Hold up. All right, scroll up.
This shit funny as a bitch.
Hold on.
Yeah, Uncle Cap ain't good with social media platforms. Please, sir, come over here and I probably look real crazy right now, not knowing
Just
how
press
to
play.
Nah, I'm trying to pull it back, but it won't let me go all the way back to the.
Sir's on his way. Y'all give Sir a round of applause, y'all.
Probably because I got smaller fingers.
Damn.
Good as Kendrick, we're not going to make one of those songs, but we will give a sayonara, a goodbye. As good as Kendrick, we're not going to make one of those songs, but we will give a sayonara, a goodbye to Drake.
Damn.
You are Canada's great white hope.
We met you in a wheelchair.
You better start golfing. You better get into crochet. Because I don't think black people like you anymore, brother.
And I hate to break it to you, white people like rap now. You helped us discover real rap
So,
after we listened to you.
Guess what? Kendrick looked at you and said, "You're not like them." But I got bad news, brother. It gets worse. You're like us. You are like us.
Listen.
You
I don't
are
know
like
if it
us.
was funny.
You are like us.
Yeah.
You are.
Yo.
That's the white version.
Yeah. And you have to do the hand.
That's even more. That's even. You are like us. You are like us. You are like us. Come on, Drake. You are like us. The jacuzzi's getting warm, bud. Come on in, dude.
We've been listening to you for years.
You got 6 episodes of Friends to watch. As good as Kendrick, we're not going to make one.
Oh shit! Nigga said you were like us. You were like us.
How y'all think Drake feels right now? I mean, one thing I was telling my daughter yesterday.
I don't
in
think
real
Drake give a fuck.
conversation
They
is
got
like
money.
they're all rich.
Yeah.
So only thing,
but let's not get it twisted.
Drake is not like
let's
Meek Mill.
not get it twisted.
still
These
humans.
rich
They got
motherfuckers
emotional,
still
yeah.
got Instagram and they got all of these social media
Imagine
shits.
if
They
you
be
was going
tapped
through
in.
the shit Drake going through now.
Man.
Yeah, but all the reality, the reality of today's hip hop, all it's gonna take is for Drake to come out with a new hit song and the girls like it, and it's gonna be over. If he came out with a summer smash right now, you know what I mean?
He
Like
been trying.
No, I'm just saying. I just feel like it.
Look, he tried to jump on that Sexy Red record. And that shit.
But that Sexy Red record is horrible.
I think that was him having a.
You my everything.
I think that was a panicked firing back.
Yeah.
because you don't know. You know what I'm saying? This shit has never been done before. He's always been at the top. He's under pressure getting shot at.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta shoot back ASAP. Yeah. And it just didn't work.
And the crazy thing about it is he did exactly what Kendrick said he was going to do. You're going to try to jump on the ratchet female wave, and it ain't going to work, bro.
I believe when
Speaking of ratchetness, what about our country, our ratchet-ass country?
Oh, shit. Has Drake spit a bar in like the last 10 years? 15.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like
he's had some that he
wrote or somebody else wrote.
I've only heard his mainstream. I've heard Kiki and all that. Like I was there for that whole phase, but like you know.
Nah, you can't say that. You can't say that Drake ain't spit no bars. So he wrote.
No, I remember. I remember when he did.
Somebody else spit them.
If you can say he spit some bars, give us some bars that you was like, yo, that shit hard.
Because we can talk about his.
You gonna make me catch your body like that?
Under the gun first.
Nah, I don't got no bars that Drake spit.
I know you got a.
I always ask people, and I never.
I mean, I can't think of it because I ain't listening to it in a while, unfortunately. But Stories of My Brother.
But what about songs? What about songs that was just dope as fuck?
He barred up that whole joint from his little Scary Hour pack, or his additional to his last album, where he pulled out them 6 joints where he's just barring up. He got busy on all those.
I mean, the joint he did with Kendrick, he was barring up.
Which joint?
I'm not Kendrick, but the joint he did with J. Cole.
Stories of My Brother, the Red Button. He got busy on the Red Button.
First-person shooter?
First person shooter.
Yeah,
he was jumping on first person. He was spitting on
not
first
really.
person
Nah,
shooter.
first person shooter was light work. That was
yeah,
really
it was just light
J. Cole.
But I'm just saying he was still.
That was J. Cole going in.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
on
Drake
that.
was still spitting a little bit.
Cole went crazy on
I'm not
that.
saying he was. I'm saying Cole got him on that song, but I'm just saying
Cole got on the part where the beat was real filthy, and Drake just got on the the pop version of it. But
I feel like DMX. I just don't like his face.
Yo, that was a minute ago too. He went in, Brother Drake. Wherever you are, we have enough love in our heart to forgive you for your transgressions.
If you want to come on the podcast and
come sit down in our leather seats.
Yeah,
let me tell Drake what to do. This is what Drake need to do. Drake, you need to drop a 10-song classic where your joints sound like Sandra's Rose and Stories of My Brother, just barring up.
That's the only thing you can do is a
Quest gonna be in line to buy that shit like the old Wu-Tang tape.
Just drop 10 joints.
If he send you concert
Do a
tickets,
feel with
you should
Wayne.
at least take us with you.
Yeah, of course.
So we could fuck that.
Hey yo.
Do a feel with Wayne or something.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wayne?
It's always a Wayne is
You're
always
like
a
us.
career move.
And I was surprised that nobody from Drake's camp even said or came to any defense.
Nah, I'm not surprised.
What they gonna say?
Nah.
No, I'm not even saying. I mean, I'm just saying.
Who
Like,
in his camp rap?
What they gonna say?
It's kind of like somebody trying.
No, that's different. It's not like that no
It's
more.
kind of
It's
like
not
somebody
they on their own
trying to
shit.
defend. I know it's totally different, but it's similar. It's almost like motherfuckers trying to defend P. Diddy when he's under the gun.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Kendrick is throwing
shots,
pedophile accusations at him, and other things.
Those ain't shots, nigga. Those is missiles.
You try to stand up
Military
for something
grade.
like that, then you're standing next to something like that.
Yeah.
If the truth if it is the truth and it ever came out that anything is remotely true, then that's what you stood for.
Facts.
True that.
If anytime somebody say something about you that got people going back and listening to your old lyrics and they starting to not age well now because the nigga said something like, yeah, you been bad since high school. And niggas is like, oh.
So Drake hasn't denied any of this?
So do y'all
he denied it, but they have video proof of him engaging with underage
kids.
That shit's crazy.
All right, so
you know what I won't deny though?
So the accusations are true.
I don't.
I've seen.
I didn't
do
hear
y'all
the
still listen to R.
accusations.
They have
Kelly
legs.
music?
Yo,
Yeah,
I
good
do.
way to put it. They have legs like
They
a
have
motherfucker.
legs.
So
They got spiders legs.
So do y'all still seems like you ready?
Seems like you ready.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? That y'all still sing that?
I mean, I don't know Robert Kelly. I know R. Kelly.
That's right.
You feel me? I don't know Robert. Robert is a sick
Yo, what R.
motherfucker.
Kelly got to do with this?
Well, we were talking about the
Why you
correlation.
kicking the man while he down?
I'm not kicking the man. I still listen to R. Kelly.
A
You know what I'm saying?
minor.
I'm just saying. I was just talking about. I was just saying the association with music.
Yo,
that whole thing.
speaking of
You know,
R.
when
Kelly,
you talk
though,
about
bro.
R. Kelly, and when you listen, when we talked about they don't age well, some of his stuff don't age well.
For some
and
of that.
Speaking of R. Kelly, y'all know we've been doing this shit for 52 weeks.
52?
A year.
52.
52.
Speaking of R. Kelly, we've been doing this for 52 weeks. I'm trying to understand the correlation.
I'm saying to say, with that being said, you know what I mean? We come back and talk about R. Kelly in week 53. Y'all thank y'all for tuning in, Mom. You see how smooth that was?
Listen. I have to say this before we go because I want to get their opinions. It's not about us. Well, it's not about us old Negroes in the room right now. It's about 1, 2, and 3.
The youngins.
Right? So recently a bill was passed within the Senate, or was it the House, where let me read it because I don't want to misspeak.
Just revise the same draft policy.
The House of Representatives passed a measure on Friday automatically registering men age 18 to 26 for selective service, which isn't something new. But it was a part of the annual National Defense Authorization Act, which sets out the U.S. government's military and national security priorities over the next fiscal year. So amongst all male U.S. citizens and male immigrants who are 18 through 25 are required to register for the selective service. Now, that doesn't mean that you're immediately getting drafted into the military.
You're just required to register.
But since it's coming into effect and we know our government be on some slippery shit, do you guys feel like that's going to lead to younger individuals getting drafted into military if there's going to be like a war or anything?
Well, yeah, we didn't learn our lesson in Afghanistan. We didn't learn our lesson in Iraq. We didn't learn our lesson in Vietnam. We kind of just always did whatever the government told us to do. And then our kids, people my age, younger, all the way 16-year-old boys hung up, slaughtered in Vietnam in the jungle. You know, and that was for nothing. It ended up being for nothing. And we didn't learn a single fucking lesson about it because we all just acted like, oh, that was a war. It was a sad war. It's what happens in war. It's time for the next war.
I think it's crazy that it sounds generally sexist, where if we're just going to say men, what about the women? If everybody
where's all the feminists?
If everybody wants to, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Why don't they fight the war?
Well, like word up. Like, so, you know, I was devil's advocate.
Those
you know
that identify as
male.
Hold up. Nah, because back in them days, men were the ones that were fighting. It wasn't about equality. They weren't sending women to war
but we're
back
talking
in those
about right
days.
now.
But I'm saying, but they have to go off of, you know, the.
They don't have to go off of.
What about those?
Do.
What about those that identify as?
Shit!
Let's not forget about them.
Yo, people, we talked about that last week on why the draft just came about, because there was no draft for Afghanistan. There was no draft for Desert Storm. Those were all. When the United States was had more masculine young men.
But also
our last draft was in the 60s.
I'm about to say, but also you got to keep in mind nowadays you got he, she, them, her, men, him.
I wonder how that's
all of that other crazy shit. So. You just seen recently the guy, the motherfucker that switched they sexual shit
with the prison, with the female prison.
I wouldn't even gonna talk about that. The Olympics, the
Olympian guy,
the Olympian female that switched her body and
they banned her though.
Yeah, so the Olympian swimmer, I don't know what his name is, but they banned him from competing in the Olympics because he's a transgender.
He's built like Phelps. He's built like Michael Phelps.
He was like 391. Yeah. He was ranked 391 as a male swimmer.
Smoking their boots.
And then now that he transitioned into a woman, he's ranked like number 1 or 2 in the world. And so they banned him from swimming in the Olympics because he's a man transitioned into a woman.
Now here's the flip side of that.
Let's get the kids' opinions on it, if y'all don't mind, because this is what's going to affect y'all. We're going to be old in rocking chairs while y'all dealing with this shit.
Well, I mean, as like a female athlete and like with a transgender male, it's kind of like harder because they're built bigger. And just have like.
Have you ever competed against a transgender male?
No.
No, but she competed against a male, and she pinned the shit out that nigga. Y'all give my cousin a round of applause. I seen the motherfucking video, bro. She was wrestling it. Yo, she put this motherfucker nigga.
Yo,
had me hype. I'm sorry, cuz.
So let's not get it twisted. She's saying she gonna whoop your ass whether you or not.
But I get what I get what you're saying. They're stronger.
The fairness of it. How do your teammates and how do they feel about it?
Honestly, I feel like they would feel like the same because they're. So if a boy has like more strength than a girl, they're taking that spot away from that girl.
Absolutely.
To give it to a transgender.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, we don't have anything against transgenders. Let me ask you a question. How do you think a transgender girl should have to go to the military if they're drafting men?
Yes.
I feel like if they were born a male, they should have to go and draft. But if they're transgendered over to like a woman, I feel like they should still have to draft because they were born a male. That's like.
Yeah. So what if?
That's interesting.
But if they had.
That's interesting.
That's deep.
You still have that male DNA.
If they transition from a male to a female, but they're transitioning still, and they have male parts.
How long does it take for that to happen? I don't
know, but I'm just saying. So if they have male parts, do you think that they should, if they transition to a female? Because you said if they're a female, they shouldn't go. But if they're a male and they're not done transitioned yet, and they still have male parts, do you think that they should go?
A little bit.
I mean, because Blaze pulled up a thing.
I was just about to say,
there's a female that transitioned to a male, and he's a boxer, and now he was his first professional fight.
He lost
against a male. Marshall brought it up.
Is that
before.
Audio, Blaze?
No, this is a picture.
It's a picture. He got the video was like he got knocked out.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. So here's the flip side of that, right? So if a female transition into a male, should they be able to go into the military?
Yeah,
choice.
But do they have parts though?
I mean,
that makes that. I think that makes the
it doesn't
difference.
matter about part, bro. It doesn't matter.
I feel like whatever you
reproductive system.
I feel like whatever you identify as.
Over time, you can take them estrogen shots to lower your testosterone. You start growing parts and shit like that. But at the end of the day,
whatever
your structure,
you identify as,
your infrastructure is man. Nigga.
No,
I think we should also keep it because it's easy for us to put in our own like opinions. Emotions even because we all have kids, some of us have kids, but let's just be realistic on the surface. Like, how do you really feel about transgenders going to the military? Should they be treated the same way as biological males?
I mean, to be honest, I feel like if you whatever you identify as, that plays a big part in
so that's
whatever
what it is. Like whatever you identify as, you should.
I was raised to treat people how you want to be treated.
Right.
If that's how you want to be treated, you want me to call you? Okay, cool. I don't have no.
Sir? All right, well, sir.
If you want me to call you Jessica instead of Jeremy, cool. I don't have no. You know what I mean? But I think it should be their choice.
Yeah.
I don't think like if you were a man and you transitioned to a female, or you were born a man, so go fight.
Well, I mean, I think the men should have a choice too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think the men should have a choice too. You know what I'm saying? You should.
I mean, it's not a good feeling when you're a young, healthy male that works hard. You know, didn't grow up with a lot of money or whatever, and you got like some 30-year-old big old fat turkey neck woman saying you want to have any rights at all, you got to sign your mind and body over to the government. And you know, they say they present it to you well, like be like, oh well, you get benefits from doing all of these things.
You get a charger.
Well, no, you don't
get a charger.
Your benefits are you're allowed to work a 9-to-5 government job.
Right.
Yeah.
Your benefits are things that we all thought were basic. The things that get handed out to if you're a female.
Right.
If you're a female, you don't got to sign up to the draft. You get that. Those are just your rights.
Right.
We love everybody, you know.
Yeah, he making great points too, but ain't no guy pulling out the fact that he talking about turkey neck, big fat turkey neck lady.
I'm speaking of a personal. I'm speaking of a personal experience because this woman was very rude to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I done had a couple lunch ladies I want to slide.
I have a couple family members that
you want the put her in the rear neck and choke.
If you can find a neck,
yeah, if I could
find a neck,
you gotta grab her by the face if she ain't got no neck. You gotta grab her by the face. But I mean, I have a bunch of family members who, I guess, from my interpretation of them and their situation, had a successful military career. I'm not saying that they don't have some setbacks or some things or some little things that they like or dislike or maybe even affect them. I think anything that you go through in life, you're gonna have that. Whether if you want to talk about your journey with criminal college, or you know what I'm saying, anybody's
CSI
college.
But you know what I'm saying, but anybody's journey, I think.
Criminal college.
But I'm just saying,
I love it.
But I'm just saying, I mean, I think anybody through anything is gonna have a certain type of thing. I think it has to be for you, because I have cousins who did 20 years. There's nothing pretty much wrong with them. They're my
I was
age.
up top with your was that your cousin that was on the hill when I was there? That was in like '99. I was up there. Was it? It was a long ass time ago, bro. Five. And then he just came home like last year or so, 2 years ago.
God damn.
I said, damn, nigga, I done lived the whole life.
Nigga lived 2 lives.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, 18 flat, man.
That shit is crazy.
It's a long ass time.
But we didn't give a chance to serve to answer the question.
Well, Jetta, we're gonna show.
I just want to
talk on the mic, bro.
I just want to show my daughter off a little bit with her wrestling skills.
Kicking ass.
Oh yeah, show that shit real quick.
Ass real quick.
Hey yo, hey little mama.
You gonna send
It was
her?
2 seasons ago. Don't judge.
hey little mama, put your daddy in the chokehold. We got your back.
Whoop his ass. Nah, don't beat the parents up.
Nah, one day she tried to do some moves on me.
Yeah.
I said,
Sir, I think she'll
good.
get you. I think she'll get you, bro.
I'm scrawny.
I think
good. I'll probably break a bone.
I think she'll get you.
Play that shit real quick, huh?
I was like, hey, get on the ground real quick.
Hey, get on the ground real quick. That's how it starts.
He's like, help!
Hey, get on the ground real quick.
Show air.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yo.
This is like one of her first like meets. I didn't have a body.
That's a boy?
Yeah.
Oh, he was like, he's screaming for mom.
It's over.
Look at it.
It's over. You're done, boy.
Help!
Help, mommy!
Get it.
Oh, because she pushes his head.
Sir, that's how she be doing you at the crib, sir.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Dang, Quest.
Fellas, y'all gotta
That was me, I'm
understand.
sorry.
Y'all see the technique? Did y'all peep the
Thank you,
technique?
Blazer.
though? Well, see, y'all ain't wrestlers. I wrestled in high school.
Rear naked choke.
She looked like. Look at that.
Any of you little Negroes want to start talking crap, hey, come bring my little niece
Jetta, I
over
just
there
want to
to
say,
throw
I
you
just
in
want
a
to say
rear
real
naked
quick,
choke.
Jetta. You know, you did good, boy. You did good. And then I want to say, I think I did good too. I was pretty good.
Yeah, I've been watching you all day, bro.
I did a lot of things that I was holding
You
it
know,
out.
look, hit the censor button. Hit the censor button. Here. He always got to be the one to bring up what he did great. We see it. You ain't got to say it all the time. We see it.
I was proud of myself.
God damn.
Mr. Patrick Back.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. You know what I mean?
Get that man his fucked up flowers.
Hey, that's all right. I'm gonna take them bitches home and put them in the vase.
really
And let him grow.
Right next to Quest OVO poster.
Yo, Tarek, thanks for pulling up, man.
Yeah,
we appreciate you, man.
through,
Even the young minds, man. You're a
Yeah.
smart young man. Keep it up, bro.
Hey, no, shout out to social media. Let them know where they can get your
Let me
music at.
introduce a little bit about him before we get out of here, because I've been working with him for years,
I
man.
still gotta talk about the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've
Oh,
been
I'm leaving.
recording
Fuck
together
y'all.
for years, and you know he since he was, what was it, 18 when you first started locking in
Yeah,
with me.
just turned 18.
So even at that age, we've been having super insightful conversation, like, and he's opened my mind to a lot of stuff, a lot of shit that I don't even know. He educates me, so I allow myself to stay humble when I'm around him,
Right.
because that's what it is. He takes care of his mind, body, spirit. And that's my little bro. He already know if he call me at any given time, guess what? Cat pulling up. Thank you for coming through, man.
Hey,
Thank
could
you.
you tell-
So real
can you tell
quick, sir,
them where
can we
your
get
music
sir?
at?
Yeah,
You
give
gotta
us
talk into the mic,
man, and plug yourself in, Pepper.
So I'm on Spotify, iTunes, any mainstream distribution platform. Like I'm TARICK.
Fire.
Tarek.
Dope.
It's my name.
And his music is dope, y'all.
Got
It's
some
deep.
classics.
He got some classics, man. I've heard
Yes,
it.
sir.
Really
Yes,
good
sir.
shit.
Yes,
And he be
sir.
rapping too.
He's in my top 3,
Don't
man.
let the
I think
long
he's
hair
one,
fool you. He
but
got some
spitting.
bars for you.
Spitting. Word up. Give him a round of applause, gang.
And he
Y'all
can
give
whoop
him a round of
ass,
applause.
too.
Y'all give him a round of applause. Give him a
And
round
he
of
can whoop
applause
ass.
before you whoop
Hold on,
your
let me
ass.
find that button. You know, I be
We already
fucking
did it.
up
We
on
already
the-
we already have. So yeah, yo, so
Sir,
sir,
do your
give us
thing.
your opinion on the 2025 draft. When they draft you, how
talk
you
it.
think you're gonna feel when they
Talk it.
call and come get you?
No,
Tell you to shave your
I don't
dreads
think I don't think I'm gonna worry as much. I've never really been the type of kid to want to go to the military, but I will if I have to. I'll be fine with it. Listen, I may freak out in the field, but like they'll still train me well.
So guess what, sir?
You know?
Those dreams are over with now.
J. Cole said,
"You
hell
just say I may freak out in the field." They were like, "Nah, we ain't fucking with him." He just said he might freak out.
Say his whole name right.
No,
J. Cole.
No, I'm listening to what you're saying. Though. Yeah.
I mean, before we like really think about how we want to go about a draft, let's look at Ukraine right now. Let's look at Russia right now.
Yeah.
So we got Ukraine in a time of war where they did the complete conscription. Oh, my bad. They did they already have a complete conscription going on in Ukraine right now. Most of their men are dead right now. Like, we don't talk about that. Most of their men are dead.
Ukraine's been losing for a long time.
There are 16-year-old boys right now getting blown up by 136 drones from Russia.
16.
They're Iranian made. They just keep sending them up there by the thousands, and they blow up kids because they're out of men my age. They're dead. They're sending men his age, boys his age.
Crazy.
And they're you can and we were talking about Twitter earlier. It's so easy to find it on there. Like, you could just, it's a click away. You can see kids.
I always say age your information.
Getting blown up.
See shit. So
you'll see you'll see videos.
Y'all see Jetta crawling on the floor over there?
Yo.
Look at his hair bobbing and weaving. What are you doing?
Hey, yo.
Very questionable, brother.
Nigga said, "Nigga, help me."
Yo, fellas, 52 weeks, man. We've been at it a year, man. We want to shout out all our subscribers.
Yes.
Hey,
Our
speaking of
peoples and
subscribers,
peoples and
man,
peoples.
I don't know if y'all are into the analytics like me, but we are at
it's 3.11K.
yes, sir.
3.11.
3,111.
I gotta
followers.
start looking at
Yo,
that
remember-
shit, man. Nick was
remember-
saying
It
to
wasn't last week. We was at like 27, right?
Yeah, 28.
So I was
Growing.
working with Nick. Thank you for the alley-oop. I was with Nick the other day on that drone job, and it was dope because he was talking to me about mad episodes that I forgot about. And he was like, "Yo, y'all crazy, man. It's dope." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so people are actually absorbing.
They're watching and waiting. I have
what
people
we're-
tell me, I can't wait. Every Tuesday I watch it, or every
Bruh.
Monday.
I've never watched the episode.
Word.
Not a full one. I've watched
I
a
don't
couple
watch the
minutes.
full
It's
Because you that's because
we here.
We here shooting it on the other side
I've
of the camera.
listened to it in the car a couple times.
Sometimes I do that though if I got a long trip and shit.
Ask famous actors how many movies they watch.
Shit, if I was getting
Feel
paid
me?
millions, yeah, I'd be watching the full.
Hell yeah.
A lot of
It's a
Word
privilege to
up,
be
man.
here with y'all, man.
likewise.
Love y'all fellas,
Thank
man.
you for popping up.
Mindful
Tarek,
exchange, baby.
Kids, Mindful Exchange.
I might be out of here next week too,
Oh,
fellas.
and tell these niggas to stop being greedy and give away some stuff on the live, man. Maybe 53 is we giving away some money.
Yo.
He said maybe
That could go
53. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because remember y'all said y'all was gonna give them sneakers to the kids, but y'all gave them to the convict.
Oh, you foul.
Just
son.
old people
You
music.
foul, son.
Mindful exchange podcast. We love y'all, man. Y'all tune in
We
next
giving
week.
away some money next week, man. Tune in live, man.
Jetta bringing
Peace.
burgers.
Peace.
Peace. Spit a knife, yo.